Welcome back, everyone, and a very happy New Year 2022 to you all. We're totally going to be checking out the entirety of 2021's Masters of the Universe He-Man Origin figures by Mattel. Had an absolute blast collecting these this year. I've had this Castle Grayskull for months now and been meaning to open it. The whole He-Man Origins thing. I'm a new He-Man collector, especially with, let's say, Origins. I am kind of dabbling in the whole Revelation Masterverse sort of deal right now. I really like that you get a exclusive figure with this particular castle. That's really a lot of the fun that I have with collecting He-Man Origins. It's very much an old school collector's line, and one that I never was into He-Man, but I guess I see it differently than a lot of really hardcore collectors when it comes to Masters of the Universe. It's just a fun, wackadoo line, and I really, really enjoy it for whatever reason. The artwork for these boxes, for all the packaging, we'll look at the PowerCon exclusives in just a second, sell this line to me. It's gorgeous, and it's really hard to get rid of the packaging after opening these types of things. Castle Grayskull, really like the old one, to be honest with you. I'm curious to see how it will stack up because I did spend almost an entire year putting together the original one, starting with basically just the shell of the castle and then going back and getting all of the parts and pieces. So technically this is my third Castle Grayskull at this point. I do have the Mega Bloks one. I do have the original one from the 80s, and now I have this one. I will tell you this, though. If they could release whatever that rock structure is, make it plastic. I don't care. The simplest of plastic. If you could do exactly what's on the box right there, I would absolutely love that. I think that is so much fun. You have Castle Grayskull, Fortress of Mystery and Power for He-Man and all his foes and friends. As far as PowerCon exclusives go, now I did get 2 out of the 3 sets. They did finally arrive from the PowerCon itself. I didn't get them from Mattel Creations, but the Mysteries of Grayskull set, the box, the shipper box, we'll just say, and then you have this beautiful artwork inside of all the creatures kind of crawl through the dungeon grate of the castle, and on the backside, you have the Explorer spacesuits. You have the Spirit of Grayskull. You have the Orlax of Primaria, or, whatever the eyeball thing is. Beware the Dwell of Souls right here on the side of the box. This is gorgeous packaging. It is so much better than it has any right to be. And that's part of the charm of this. I mean, they put in a lot of hard work, and you get all these extra pieces for the castle, and a lot of people are saying, they'll probably release these later on. Sure, they probably will, or maybe it'll be different, and fine, that's okay. But I was very happy to get a set of these because I think that is really cool, especially since it's a cardboard spacesuit. Now you got a regular one, right? An actual figure. Now, this is the Faker and Duplicate set. Again, this is just the shipper box that the figures come in, but I love the really rough pencil ink drawings of the figures and such, and here's everyone involved. I love that they do this when they put the artists and the sculptors and everyone involved with the packaging. So thank you for that, and thank you for a great He-Man Origins year, to be quite honest with you. Faker and Duplicate comes in the standard packaging that you would see on a store shelf, of course. Maniacal mimics, and then you get to see Snake Mountains in the background. So maybe it's a hint. I would say hold off on that for a little bit if you want. You'll see in a second. I'm going to pull out all my He-Man Origins figures. I got them all set up for you. But yeah, it's quite a large collection at this point. And again, you get to see the full colored rendering of that beautiful artwork that is on the packaging on the front. And Mattel, if you're listening, give us a box set or a baggie. Like, do it like McFarlane style, bag of demons. Give us a bag of these little creatures, because that's part of the whole Vac Metal set of He-Man. Like those little creatures you could put around the rocks and stuff. That was awesome. Now, the new Castle Grayskull does come in a ton of different pieces, which you assemble yourself. It's easy to do. There's an instruction booklet. Of course, you got the exclusive Sorceress figure. Then you have this really, really vibrant color sticker sheet that put the stickers every which way on all the different items, which that's the bane of my existence. So hopefully I can do it justice and not screw any stickers up. But I'm going to tell you this, like I said, I set up all my He-Man figures. Now I'm currently putting in shelves and cases in my office, kind of redoing everything. So this is going to be on my kitchen table, but it's going to be fun. So sit back and enjoy. Well, that was dramatic, right? All the different musical notes. I hope it lined up okay. But again, my thoughts and feelings towards the He-Man line. Now, I will be quite honest in saying I know a lot of people, it wasn't exactly the easiest line to find, at least right off the bat. When they first start hitting, everybody rushes out, everybody gets them. But then they became increasingly easier to find, and some of which are now, just sitting on shelves. Immediately, probably a week before Christmas, they flooded the stores, Walmart and Target, with all the new Masters of the Universe figures that maybe I had gotten, maybe at the most, a month prior, I think, for the latest wave that's out. But again, I think distribution greatly improved. I think the number of different figures and such greatly improved as they promised. The PowerCon sets are good. I would say that even the little spaceman suit, that is like my new favorite figure. It's not even a figure. It's meant to be just a suit of armor. That is just really cool. Putting the castle together, though, is really cool. I do think it's an improvement over the original 80s castle. I think there's a lot of great upgrades to it, and it looks really, really cool on your shelf. So I highly recommend it. The PowerCon exclusives of the ones that I got, I didn't get the Horde Trooper set 4-pack, but I know that they'll probably reissue those in the standard line soon enough. I had to have Faker Duplicat. Those are great figures. There isn't anything like overly special about them, but I love the colors, the sheer bat poop craziness of them, and then having all of the He-Man Origins figures together. That is part of this line. That's what makes it so appealing, is the world building aspect, having little pieces that come with various sets, having little monsters that come with the sets, having the weird PowerCon exclusive where the monster with the eyeball tree trunk thing is crawling out of the grate. It makes for a gorgeous setup diorama. It's like when you go to Toy Fair or you go to a convention in San Diego Comic-Con and Mattel has these big, beautiful glass cases and they have all the figures they're showing off and they have these big dioramas. At this point, with the amount of figures, with the amount of accessories and things that they have released, you can sort of recreate that and do it so much better. I love the vehicles of this line. The Land Shark is amazing to me. And again, the sheer volume of figures so far, even this year, has been astounding. The fact that we're getting vehicles, it all fits. The body types may all be the same, but I think that they do a decent enough job making it so that each figure looks incredibly different to the last. I'm not going to say that way with Skeletor, He-Man, of course, but I like where they're kind of taking this line. I don't know the limit of the collection for me. I'm pretty much grabbing everything. I have missed a few here and there. I don't have the previous PowerCon Lords of Power sets. I don't have now the Horde Trooper set, and I certainly don't have Sunman and Triclops from the Mattel Creations, which I totally was posting. And then it just sold out like instantly. So I missed those. I'll get them however I get them eventually. But I know Sunman will be in the regular line as well. Again, to reiterate, for 2022, I'm really going to focus on the figures, the collections that I'm really having a lot of fun with. The NECA Ninja Turtles cartoon line, the He-Man Origins line. I'm fully into these. They're fun. They keep you on your toes. Yes, they are a royal pain in the butt to get, right? From time to time. Not lately. But it's like the old school collecting of using all your tips and tricks and everything to find them. And I have a lot of fun going to the store and grabbing them. And for a lot of people that are busy, they don't have the time to go out and spend time going and looking for these dumb things, right? You can just go and pre-order, and it usually works out. Sometimes you got to be a little quicker on Amazon from time to time. But just, again, the sheer collection that one can create, and just, it's a lot of fun. That's all I'm going to say. So, hands down, for 2021, He-Man Origins was of my favorite, most fun time collecting and putting them all together because of all the wacky craziness that is He-Man. So I want to wish you all a happy new year. Get it? See what I did there? And I wish you all the very, very best for 2022, both for life and for your collections. I would say this, focus on your collections, what you already have for 2022. Make it the best you can make it. Get it all nice and neat. Maybe you have a display case or a shelf or something like that. Look at it now in January, and then we'll re-examine our collections at the end of this 2022 year and see what needs to be changed, or hey, maybe you've improved greatly. But I am curious to know what you guys think about this He-Man Origins line. Have you been collecting them? Will you be collecting them now? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything He-Man Origins. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, Happy New Year to you all. Here's for the best. Cheers to a new year. Let's make it awesome. And when we do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.